Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back. Today I'd like to talk about how to deal with 3D reality. I was inspired to talk about it as one of my clients has her SP came about, confirmed into the preferred and wish fulfilled version. So this is her story. I got her permission. I am going to talk about her story very briefly. She was in this relationship for 30 years and she felt like she was just mistreated, and obviously when you were mistreated for that long, that just has severe damage to your self-esteem. So ended up she had to step away. She finally walked away without like demanding a divorce or anything like that. She just walked away. She completely moved out of the city. Her SP shared the house with her. She moved out and she spent a good 3 months by herself until her SP confirmed into the version she actually preferred. So that was her success story. And based off her success story, I'd like you to have this deeper understanding about how you actually deal with the 3D reality as you go, as you have your wish field state and you have been practicing your wish field state. However, as the real time, so to speak, real time, what you actually do in real time, how you actually interact or how you actually do not interact in this case, that I am going to offer my opinion when it comes to dealing with your current circumstances with SP. So this actually works for no contact, or you are actually in contact with SP. It doesn't matter, as I said before, if you are living together, if you are working together, if you share children together, you share living situation together. So it works for all situations, and I am going to break it down for you. So for people that are in no contact with SP, you guys might be wondering, how does it actually work with this solution? My solution is you absolutely shift your energy. Either way, it doesn't matter you're in contact or you're in no contact, the energy part is actually what you do. So you shift your energy as you set boundary in yourself. You tell yourself, this is what I allow myself to be treated, this is my boundary, until you confirm, until you decided to treat me with respect, with how I actually deserve to be treated. I am not going to engage with you. I am only going to engage with you like as minimum, right? Minimum engagement when it comes to interacting with your SP, because I understand you still need to engage with your SP on some levels, because if you share children together, if you share, I don't know, maybe you're still in this marriage and you are not separate, you're separated but you still live together. There are so many people out there manifesting SP. Everybody's situation can be so different from each other. So my solution to you is to engage with minimal interaction. So for people that are in no contact, very good news, because that is how you do not take any interaction in real time. You just have your self-esteem back. You keep on building your self-confidence. You keep on telling yourself that you are absolutely adored, cherished. Any guy, specific person or no specific person, your twin flame, your soulmate, it doesn't matter who comes into your energy. Everybody needs to be treating you with respect as how you actually deserve to be treated, and you see yourself to be treated, which is so well, which is so adored, cherished, worshipped. So this is the self-concept you need to have to be able to have somebody treating you so well, right? This somebody can be your specific person, and most likely it is going to be your specific person, because this is someone you are manifesting, right? So I encourage you to stick with it. And also at the same time, I understand there are people thinking about to block your specific person. I personally blocked specific people in my life that at that time I just felt like there was no way for me to engage with them on a healthy level, because they just wasn't conforming into my desired version of them just yet. So under those circumstances, I completely removed myself from that situation. It didn't matter, even for a guy that I perceived him as my twin flame, it didn't matter. So now if today you ask me, Rena, are you believing in twin flame or whatever, it doesn't matter. If you believe it, it's okay for you to believe it, do whatever. If you don't believe it, you think it's just full of BS, doesn't matter. Do what you feel like doing when it comes to twin flame or soulmate, it doesn't matter. My point here is universal option, is universal solution for you to treat yourself, always put yourself first. It doesn't matter it's your twin flame, doesn't matter it's your soulmate, it doesn't matter it's whatever, unless this person shows up in your 3D world, treats you the way you absolutely desire to be treated, it's your ideal version. Always put yourself first, and always engage them with very minimum to no effort. This is my solution to all of you guys' situation. So it could be tricky if you are living with your SP and they just treat you so badly. My client did was she removed herself regardless, because at that point her SP was thinking, oh, there is no way you would leave me. We had been in this relationship for decades now, there's just no way. So my SP at one point felt there was no way out. She had her low self-esteem for so long. She just was not seeing any way out of this. However, I encouraged her to be brave, to still put herself first. Like, what is the point if your SP doesn't even treat you the way you want to be treated? Like, you still kind of like stick around, you kind of like you hesitant, which is so understandable, right? But that is not serving your behavior and the way you perceive yourself. You are kind of like feel, you absolutely, actually not kind of, you absolutely feel like, oh, it's okay for me to be treated this way. No, it is not okay for you to be treated in any way else other than the way you absolutely desire to be treated. So if it's not this level, it's some other level below this level, it's a no. And you just really truly need to practice your self-concept to be like this. If this is not how you show up in my 3D reality, forget it. Don't worry about it. I am okay, right? We don't need to talk. So if you like to go ahead and block. Unless when you feel like, oh, it's okay, it doesn't matter if I block, or I feel good about myself, it doesn't matter, right? And they would be texting you. So this is also something else I would like to remind you is, when you are in this living in the end, you have your 4D world already pretty solid. You have been practicing living the end. Everything happens in your 3D world, you would be interpreting it as an unfoldment toward it's still unfolding, right? And everything is still happening in the present moment. So you would perceive the current 3D as, we're not together in this present moment, but it does not mean I wouldn't be treated well the next present moment. So you perceive 3D as it's ongoing, instead of, oh, I don't feel I feel pretty hopeless for them to confirm into. If this is how you feel, then this is difference between people who are manifesting SP as continuously the undesired version versus people are manifesting SP as the ideal version. But in this video, I just would like to focus on how you treat 3D. Is if you are, also another example is if you are manifesting $1 million, this $1 million is not in your bank account right now, right? So you still treat your current amount of money with respect, as you still use them wisely, you still use them respectfully. Like either way, even when you have your $1 million, you still would treat your money wisely and you would invest smartly and in your own way. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have this amount of money that is not your desired outcome, and most likely it's not because you're manifesting this $1 million, what do you do with the current money? Still treat current money as, in 3D world, I am having this, maybe you have $500 in your bank account, you still treat this $500 with respect. That means you do not spend it in one go. You do not use it as, I'm spending my 4D world money, I am spending these $1 million. You are not spending these $1 million in actuality. In actuality, you are spending $500. So still treat this money with respect, right? So when it comes to SP, you don't treat the current SP as your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend, your wife, because in 4D world, yes, they are your ideal version, but in current 3D, they're still conforming. I am assuming you're consciously manifesting them, so you have your 4D version already. So they are still conforming. So now you cannot be sticking around forever. It's like you can treat me whatever, however you would like to, you want to. And if you text me at 2 a.m. in the morning and ask for, a booty call, and I will be jumping on the opportunity like first chance I got. No, that's not how you do it. And if they text you like 11 o'clock at night and go like, oh, I miss you and this and that, but you have to wake up 6 a.m. in the morning to go to work, you cannot engage into that kind of interaction. That's just not, that doesn't work, So I intend this. Also, this is my personal experience. Was I was living in the house that I was not happy with the living arrangement with the roommates, and I was manifesting another house at that time. So I didn't tell myself, oh my goodness, I have to just be so tolerant to their behaviors. No, I moved out knowing this was an unfoldment of, this was the bridge of incidents for myself to understand that this is not the treatment I'd like to have. No, nobody can treat me like that. So I moved out. You either move out or you have them moved out, in either way. But again, everybody you bring into your imagination world, imaginal world, your 4D world, your inner world, please be kind. Please make sure that it is benefited for everybody involved. So I moved out and I moved on to the next house, and I was so happy in the next house. So you see, this is how you do not tolerate your current situations. You do not spend money recklessly. If you still even you have your next amount as millions of dollars coming into your bank account, you still wouldn't spend any of the penny recklessly. So treat 3D as the current situation. Do not allow yourself to be treated anywhere less than you desire to be treated. That's just an absolutely hell no. It's a no-no. I intend this video has offered clarity. As always, I will be back. Thank you so much for watching.